How in the world does Sony Michel go from setting a record for most touchdowns by a rookie in a postseason last year, and how in the world does Josh Jacobs, who's the offensive rookie of the year in Oakland, and Najee Harris, who's been dynamite for Alabama this year, none of them can leapfrog Damian Harris on the depth chart in Alabama, and he's drafted by the Patriots, and he's a healthy scratch every week. What's with the run game in New England, Tom?
It's almost as if the offensive line and the guys who open the holes matter. Mm-hmm. Not be a smart ass, but yeah, that's what it comes down to. I mean, David Andrews isn't just injured. It's David Andrews, his backup, Ted Karras, and then James Ferentz was in there yesterday. Trent Brown was an outstanding left tackle last year. He was moved out because Isaiah Wynn was present, and then he was hurt, so Marshall Newhouse, who's barely NFL level, was in there. Cannon and Mason on the right side haven't been good. And the biggest part of it is you took not only Rob Gronkowski, one of the all-time greatest blocking tight ends, who was absolutely critical in the team's ability to run the ball last year, but you took Dwayne Allen out of the mix, and you didn't replace him. So that's just a fleet of differences that Dante Scarnecchia can't overcome. And then we get to the stuff with N'Keal Harry. And Bill Belichick talked about it on the conference call today. He only played 2 snaps, Bill. 2, Rich. He played 2 snaps. One of them was the near touchdown. Of course, I hate to say it, he's only 21, 22 years old, but he got hurt. He had a hip injury by the end of that play. He missed months in the preseason because he caught 2 passes in a preseason game and missed the next 3 months. But, yeah, he's got that physical attribute. But Bill said, look, he's just got a long, long way to go. So we're seeing the tip of the iceberg in that 12-yard play that got him to the brink of the end zone, should have been a touchdown. But the iceberg underneath has much more, I'm guessing, that leads them to believe that he's not what they want on the field.
Well, and then part of the iceberg also, you can take a look at Seattle. DK Metcalf was on the board. They took N'Keal Harry instead, and we look at what he's doing right now. DK Metcalf is percolating, if you will, in Seattle. And then on top of all of that, too, Josh Gordon was making some plays last night. Do we know what happened there in New England, why he can't? Because he would have been an answer here, obviously, for the Patriots.
So with Jacob Hollister, I mean, he's cruised around out there and made plays as well. With Josh Gordon, the rumblings were that he was becoming less dependable, and he wasn't on the details of the way they had hoped, and in terms of being where he was supposed to be when he was supposed to be there. Wasn't necessarily missing meetings, but wasn't necessarily exactly where they hoped he would be. And, when you look at his situation, he was dropped in their lap in August, at the end of August. And I thought it was interesting to hear Bill Belichick's comments when he was reinstated, even though they stuck with him. He wasn't over the moon. It was like we'll see how it goes with him. We're not going to activate him right away. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what we got. We haven't seen him in 6 months. So I think he was on a very, very, very short leash. And as his recovery from the injury that he had continued and went a little longer than I thought it would, and other things cropped up, I think they said better to get out early on this than later.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.